there's this woman, Anne Graham Lotz, that is a Christian evangelist, and she thinks that God is backing away from America. Let's take a look.
It's been pointed out, and it's so obvious that I won't even tick off the examples, but our nation is in a mess. We're in deep trouble. So what's wrong?
I don't know, Anne. Why don't you tell me what's wrong?
And I'm going to suggest that it's more than just the storm at sea, although it certainly is that. But I want to suggest that our beloved nation of America is coming under judgment. And I want to just not go verse by verse.
No. Don't tell me you're gonna read the fucking Bible to me. Please don't read the Bible to me.
But just highlight different phrases from Romans chapter 1. I know this is familiar to you.
Oh fuck, she's gonna read the Bible. Okay, here we go.
In Romans chapter 1, verse 18, this is what's wrong with America. The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness and wickedness of men who suppress the truth by their wickedness. That's what's happening in America.
I literally rewound this clip 4 times because I kept zoning out. So I'm cutting out part of this stupid fucking Bible verse. You get the point. She's basically saying that God is punishing all the people that don't believe he exists. Yeah, sounds like something he'd do.
They exchange the glory of the immortal God for images made to look like mortal man, birds, animals, reptiles. That's evolution. And in our schools, we teach evolution is fact, and creationism, if it's mentioned, it's a sort of a fringe theory.
What? First of all, creationism isn't a theory at all. At best, it's a hypothesis that's been disproven a billion times over. Second, you're saying that evolution is a religion because we're worshipping birds, animals, and reptiles? This is a new one. Here's the definition of worship: to show reverence and adoration for a deity. Evolution doesn't include the worship of anything. It includes establishing scientific and historical facts to better understand the world around us.
Therefore, God gave them over. God just backs away and gives us over in this first pattern of this downward spiral to sexual immorality. That's the sexual revolution. That's free sex, which actually has been very expensive.
Free. Okay, you've got my attention. I usually pay for mine. But why is sex implicitly immoral? What makes it immoral? Isn't it something we have to do to survive as a species? You're literally declaring sex as immoral because somebody said it was. If I didn't know better, I'd say the author of that Bible verse really wanted his kid to stay a virgin. And I'm guessing he succeeded.
And when we refuse to repent of our sin and turn to God, then in verse...
Oh, please, no, not again. Not another fucking Bible verse. 26, God gives us over to sexual depravity, which is what we see all around us today. And we refuse to repent of our sin and turn to God. The last step. Get ready, she's about to read the Bible again.
Furthermore, since they...
Okay, I'm asleep. I just cannot make it through these Bible verses. I'll give her a fair shot. Let's just try to finish the verse. I'll do my best.
Furthermore, since they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, he gave them over to a depraved mind, to a reprobate mind.
So she's saying, since we didn't think it was worthwhile to believe in God, God gave us over to a depraved mind.
He gives us over to ourselves, and I believe that America is in the last stage of this downward spiral into the abyss of God's judgment.
Isn't that, like, a good thing? I thought you guys were waiting for the apocalypse. And why the fuck would God give a shit about one single country anyways? Don't the Middle Eastern countries think that God's on their side?
God is backing away from America. He has said again and again and again, if you forsake me, I will forsake you. If you abandon me, I will abandon you.
Well, according to Pew Research Center, 46% of Americans attend church at least once a month. So I don't think America is abandoning God, per se, but even if they were, wouldn't he stick with the people that still believed in him? I mean, why does it have to be all in for a single country or all out? Is this just some stupid fucking rule you made up on the fly?
And so we see God abandoning America as we shake our fist in his face and insist on our immorality and all the things we're doing, and we could give examples of the craziness.
Is that what you're doing? Are you shaking your fist at him? In fact, is anybody shaking their fist at God? I'm not shaking my fist at God. I don't give a fuck about that character in your stupid fucking book. It's meaningless to me. It's fake.
We've lost our common sense.
Yes, you have.
We've lost the ability to think straight. Pun intended.
That was comedy gold.
And God backs away, removing his hand of blessing, his hand of favor, and his hand of protection.
So you're saying God isn't blessing you anymore. Sounds like a you problem.
We're on the edge of an abyss, and it's going to get worse. God is moving.
First of all, what the fuck do you mean God is moving? What does that mean? And second, what do you mean when you say we're on the edge of an abyss? Is gay marriage the abyss? Are we going to fall in and ban straight marriage? Are you afraid no self-respecting woman would have you? And can somebody please tell me why Republican Bible thumpers always have this shitty spray tan? Donald Trump and John Boehner are two more examples of this. Why?
And when he moves, very often it's not pretty, and it can get ugly. And if we don't repent and turn to him, then it gets worse.
Oh shit, it's not pretty and it can get ugly. That's a deadly combination. Have we ever seen any evidence of God performing any miracles of any kind? Any verified evidence? All you have is stories in old books. You can go fuck yourself. Those don't count as evidence. If you liked this, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Just click the annotations.
Feelings,